Hello, 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 and welcome, you beautiful people. Listen, y'all couldn't give me no time, okay? No time to get it together. Y'all was like, right now, and right now is when the news is going to happen, okay? And while the energy is deeply felt, it's like, whoa, holiday. Hold on. Y'all gave me absolutely no time to get my life together. None of that. Y'all jumped straight into the news. Listen, I'm out here, I'm trying to comb out my little dreads, and y'all just don't care. Y'all just don't care. And that's so crazy to me. I'm just like, why would you not care that I'm trying to get my life together? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not care about that? That's what I want to know. Today we have so much to cover, child. They done bagged Mayor Adams, baby. Listen, Cardi and Offset is getting into it. The new girls on Roni, they have drop their taglines. Like, it's just so much to get into. I want to check in first and foremost, though. I don't know if the people can hear me, if they could see me over on the Instagrams. Okay. This is our first time trying to do the simulcast to the Instagram, and the people on the StreamYard was like, you gotta press go live on Instagram. I don't know. Okay. So if you on Instagram and you can hear me, you can see me. Hello. God bless you. Okay. Um, Listen, let's start right here. Cause Mr. P. Diddy, I got the key to the city, and his friend Mayor Adams, birds of a feather indeed flock together. There is a lot going on in this Mayor Adams case. And what I want to remind you is that when they stopped Mayor Adams on the street to collect his electronic devices, this man had no idea that it was going down for real, no Flow Rider. Okay. From there, they began to bam him up on multiple charges. Hello. Hi. Can you see me? I don't know. They began to get him on multiple charges. There was multiple probes involved, okay? There were 3 probes that were going on to my knowledge. Some say 4. I'm only familiar with 3, and y'all know that I only give you things that I can fact check. We like to bump our gums, we like to mess around in the tea in the shade of it all, but we also like to remain very truthful, very accurate, okay? Um we can hear and see you. Amen. Okay. So, starting off, the first thing that you need to understand is that there were 3 probes happening around Mayor Adams. Okay. The first one was the foreign interference charge, which is what he is currently indicted on. There was the abuse of power coming out of NYPD, and then there was the city hall probe. So really quickly, we are going to go into a little bit of it all. So first, the foreign influence probe, which is where he was bammed up. Okay, they are saying that he conspired with links to Turkey for illegal and foreign, campaign donations. Okay. When the AG got up on television today, they broke down all of the charges. So he was flying out. They was flying him out, child. They was paying for the hotel. And part of me is like, okay, yes, is this wrong? Absolutely 100%. But then the other part of me is like, okay, but he ain't really doing nothing different than any of the rest of them did. Like, at some point, this is politics, and I think that this is where that whole drain the swamp concept comes from, right? It's almost beginning to feel like this mayor seat over in New York is I don't know if it's cursed or if it's the pay to play, right? This age of what we're doing, we're all here on the internet, we're all chit chatting, we're all bumping our gums, right? And it's like, okay, is that what's actually happening in New York? In a place that is huge, in a place that is known for its dirty work, if you will. How do you come in and and like, be goody two shoes. Like, it seems like on some hands that it doesn't work like that. It seems on some pieces, not the phone not being charged. It feels like on some pieces that's kind of what you do over there. You know what I mean? When in Rome, and those are the things that go on in Rome. On the other hand, I'm like, Argentina, how much do you want me to cry for you when Clarence Thomas is still locked or still free? Right? Like, Clarence Thomas went ahead and took these donations from people and all of this and all of that. And it's like, if he is here, if he is chilling, then how up in arms do you want us to be over Mayor Adams? Okay. Another probe that we had that came out of them seizing Mayor Adams' phone was the nightlife enforcement probe. Now, let me tell you something, and let me tell you something right now. This probe right here is where I think the Mayor Adams and Diddy connection comes from. Okay. Let's stop for a second again and talk about what we know. When it comes to Diddy, we've seen time and time again in the Little Rod lawsuit, in Dawn Richards lawsuit, and all of the lawsuits that come out, we see that Sean Diddy Combs has some sort of connection to police departments, whether it be LAPD, whether it be NYPD. He got police officers in his back pocket. Okay. And this is part of the reason that's making me think that this part of the probe is where Mayor Adams and Diddy are connected. So the NYPD nightlife enforcement probe, the Southern District of New York, and the IRS Criminal Investigation Division are reportedly looking into whether the former NYPD commissioner's twin brother unlawfully wielded his connections to the department for his own gain. Okay. So again, in this Mayor Adams situation, in this Diddy situation, there are a lot of players. Okay. You've got Mr. Edward, who was the police commissioner. Since then, he has stepped down. And then you have his brother, James. James is the one who is like, you know, he outside, okay? Like, he's doing the nightlife stuff. He's doing the thing. And my thought process is, in a world where Diddy has the Ciroc and the clubs and the artists, right? Like, you need to be inside of those clubs. You need to be there. And so this seems like, I don't know. I don't have no proof. I'm just saying it seems like it ties together really well. Okay. So you've got Edward here, who was the police commissioner. You guys can read all of this. It's about his career and his breakdown. On September 4th, the federal agent seized the devices of the commissioner and his twin brother, James, his chief of staff, as well as some NYPD precinct commanders. Caban resigned on September 12th. They took his phones and stuff on September 4th. By September 12th, he said, you know what? You can keep the job. I'm gonna let you hold on to that. Okay. You've got James Caban is the twin brother of the now former NYPD police commissioner, Edward Caban. He owns a nightclub security business. Yeah, that man got connections to Diddy. Okay, okay. As long as we was all hearing the same thing. And investigators are reportedly looking into whether he profited off of ties to the department and was able to arrange special treatment from police officers for his clients. That don't seem, and again, I know that I'm putting it together. I am not 100% sure, right? Because I don't work for SDNY. I'm just saying, you know what it sounds like when you hear it, right? And it sounds like, they got a thing going on. Okay. He was use them to for his clients. Okay. James' devices were also seized by federal agents on September 4th. Thus far, he has not been charged. In 2001, James was ousted from the NYPD after he wrongfully detained a cab driver. These things seem like people and things that Diddy is a part of. They seem like they go together real bad. But again, when it comes to the current charges that Eric Adams is indicted on, in a world where Clarence Thomas is still roaming free, in a world where honestly Trump is still running free, there is only but so much that I can find in my heart for this man. While we're on the subject of Diddy, I saw something rather interesting the other day, and it really caught my attention. And again, we are heavy in the conspiracy. Y'all know I really like the facts. I really like the things. But when I see things that make you go, you know what I'm saying? I have to say, and then I have to bring them to you so that we can bump our gums about it. If you were here, if you were in the chat, please let me know if I'm the only one who saw this suspicious. If you think this is suspicious, say suspicious. Okay. If you think that I'm reading too deep into it, please let me know. We had this picture. I saw this on Twitter. I want to say this was like maybe 40 days before Kobe Bryant passed away in the unfortunate plane crash along with his daughter and I believe like 11 other victims. May they all rest in peace. Okay. The part that stood out to me is on this post, this picture, it said like 40 days later, Kobe was gone. But what I found interesting was one Mr. Corey Gamble. Corey, what you doing there? Corey is standing right next to Kobe Bryant, and I don't have the pictures. Maybe I'll get them together and put them in a video for you guys later on today. But we have pictures of Mr. Corey Gamble at the scene of Kim Porter's death. So it makes me feel like, Diddy, what you was doing? Like, what was you doing? Um. Get your lives together, okay? Because when I told y'all that Shannon Sharp hated black people, okay? When I told you that Shannon Sharp hated his mama, Timmy said that is suspicious, okay? Jerica said that is so wild. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. That picture, I saw the picture and I really did get goosebumps. I was like, oh my goodness. Mr. Shannon Sharp, right? When he did, who did he do an interview with? When he did the interview with Amanda Seales, right? And the Amanda Seales Shannon Sharp interview went left. I told y'all then, I said Shannon Sharp is a coon. Shannon Sharp don't like himself. Shannon Sharp don't like people who look like him. Okay. Shannon Sharp is a coon. I told y'all that, right? And y'all was like, oh my God, you a hater. Amanda Seals is da, 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 da. Riding for Amanda Seals is whack. It's weird. You blah, 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 blah. Y'all called me everything but El Mirasaki, okay? And then it kept coming out that, in fact, Shannon Sharp is, well, anti-black. I don't know what to tell you, okay? I can only give you the facts, right? So, somebody on the internet webs pointed out that Mr. Shannon Sharp really only takes the side of Caitlin Clark. Now, if y'all aren't deep into women's basketball, baby, I don't know what you're doing with your time. Okay. You should definitely be watching the WNBA. I ain't nobody paid me to say that. It's not a plug. You should be watching the WNBA. Them girls is putting in work and giving you top tier basketball. Not just the girls, but the coaches. Shout out to Coach Dawn. Shout out to Coach Teaspoon. Obviously, there are a lot more. Them is my two favorite. Amen. Amen. So somebody pointed out, like, listen, Shannon Sharp, you always going to bat for Caitlin Clark, but where is that smoke for the Age Wilsons, for the Kennedys, for the Angel Reeses? Where is that smoke, for them? Okay. To which Shannon Sharp had to say this, and this is a direct quote. Why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to ride for his hair? Stop trying to kill my vibe. Listen, first of all, Shannon Sharp don't like Angel Reese. He don't like Angel Reese. And at this point, I'm clear and confident in saying that that man don't like his mama. Okay. There is no way. He don't like his mama. He don't like his sisters. He don't like him. He don't like his nose. He doesn't like his blackness. Okay. There is no other reason. I feel so confidently in saying that because look at the company he keeps, right? Chad, Gilbert Arenas. Like, look at the company he keeps. These are people who constantly show and prove to us that they have no care, they have no compassion, they have no respect for Black women, right? And these are the people that he chooses to do business with. Show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are. Now, was the robbing the horse of its hairline, was it indicative of his age? Yes, Shannon Sharpe is an uncle. That is a 1999 read. That's like somebody telling you, oh, yeah, your hair is fake, and you like, oh, it's mine because I bought it. It was definitely a 1999 read down. But here, on top of the obvious, is where it gets interesting to me. This is the profile picture that Shannon Sharpe was responding to when he said, don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Ain't that Meg Thee Stallion? Ain't that Meg Thee Stallion? So you clicked on that picture, saw that it was Meg Thee Stallion, and you still hate the Black girl so bad that you wasn't even able to catch that it was Meg, somebody who you say you got respect for, somebody who you say her gift is still sitting up in Club Shay Shay because she was just on the show not too long ago. That's what you said. But yet you looked at the picture that was clearly Meg Thee Stallion, and that's what you had to say. Shannon Sharpe and Jonathan Majors are the same type of Black people, and y'all just really aren't ready to talk about it. They are the exact same type of Negro. And I just listen, I don't understand it. Let's get into some of the comments. Three Film said, Shannon Sharpe, you ain't never gonna beat the anti-Black allegations, and he couldn't beat them with a stick. Okay. And this is the one. I love this one right here. You don't hate us. You hate your mama. And I hope that you heal someday. The irony of his misogynoir towards someone using the Abby of a woman, Meg Thee Stallion, who he claims to like, is crazy. Right? Like, what is it? What is it? Someone who he had to apologize to on his show. He doesn't even realize it. My guy, you were 60 and you were a cornball. Grow up, dweeb. Someone said, put the Laportier, ain't that what it's called? Put it down. Put it down. Okay. Like, listen, we was just actually starting to believe. Well, I wasn't ever buying it, but they was starting to actually believe a little bit, maybe kind of sort of, that you like Black women, maybe not, maybe women, maybe not Black women, right? You know, because you accidentally gave us the audio only schmeck tape. And let me tell you something, that to me had Kris Jenner written all over it. And I said that to you before. I said this is a money grab. And if we wasn't sure that it was a money grab, he turned around less than 48 hours after the accidental live and gave us That's My Michelle merch. The man is goofy. The man is he is a goofy. He is a lame from one goofy to another. Offset. Okay, first of all, I use this picture of Cardi B because Cardi B looks the fuck good. Cardi B is currently at Paris Fashion Week. This is the Mugler fashion show, head to toe. Mugler. Look at that. Look at that. I just honestly, I use this picture because I know that her and Offset is on the internet beefing, and there's so many juicy things that we have to talk about. Okay. But mother is eating in this picture. And I listen, woman to woman, Cardi B, I know that you like, I know you like the surgery, and that is your business. That ain't mine, right? But to see a woman who just popped a baby out her hoo-ha, okay, I know we don't have the exact date of birth, but let me tell you something. Even 6 weeks post-labor and delivery, I wouldn't have been nowhere looking like this. I wasn't nowhere looking like this. I'm talking about 10 weeks postpartum. I wasn't outside looking like this. I'm trying to tell y'all, 20 weeks postpartum, I wasn't outside looking like this. So I just had to give mother her props. The a woman's body is so amazing. And I know that we always take for granted the billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of things that absolutely have to go right in order to have a healthy pregnancy. We obviously got to get into this lady's marriage. Y'all know the rules out there. If you put it on the internet, I'm going to talk about it. Right? If you put it out there, I'm going to speak on it. I'm not going to go turn over no leaves and do none of that. But if you put it on your social media page for me to see, and I do indeed see it, and I have an opinion about it, we are going to chit chat about it. Amen. Amen. Okay. So that being said, and I don't have the screenshots for you. I'm going to have to look them up on my phone. Child, first of all, Cardi B done cheated on Offset. And do I have the applause button? Can we hear? Can we hear the applause? Because woo, woo, okay. Cardi B finally cheated on Offset. Like, listen, Cardi B picked us up by our wigs and tossed us in the chat. And the whole time we was getting thrown in the chat, I think most of us was saying, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, Holiday. But nevertheless, we entered into the chat. So apparently, Cardi B cheated on Offset. Okay. Not only did she cheat on Offset, apparently she cheated on Offset while she was pregnant with the baby inside of her. Okay. Now, doesn't matter, you cheat when you're pregnant, you cheat when you're not pregnant. It's cheating, right? Like I don't think one holds any more gravity than the other, right? But the thing that I find interesting is how butthurt men will get. Like it's like I'm trying to tell you, I think audacity is only on sale at Walmart for men. Y'all know that invisible ink when you go to the club and they stamp your hand and you can only see it with the light. I think that's how audacity is over at the Walmarts and the Amazons for the men. I think that only they can see it because the way that we all know that Offset has not been faithful inside of his marriage. I feel like every woman finding out that Cardi B cheated is like, whew, girl, ugh, God, we are so thankful because we thought Cardi B was sitting in the house crying. We thought you loved Offset down to the bone, child. We didn't know you was over there getting your lick back. And now that we finding out that you getting your lick back, we excited. We are excited. We like, listen, we the Tootsie Roll commercials. What? Get another lick, baby. Lick it again and again and again and again. Keep getting your lick back because that man played in your face. Now, speaking of playing in the faces, I do think we have to be honest about industry relationships. Okay. I'm not giving you no insider information because I don't know this to be true. I'm just telling you what it looks like and what it feels like and what it has always looked like and felt like. It has always looked and felt like an industry relationship. It has always looked like them people at Quality Control was friends with Mona Scott. And Mona Scott said, "Yo, help me out." Because let's be real. Let's be very, very real. Cardi B is talented. Cardi B already had things going on for her before she met Offset, but Offset up Cardi B's game. The same way that Kelly Rowland will tell you that Beyonce or Jay-Z gave Beyonce street cred. Offset did that for Cardi B in the music industry. Cardi might have been that girl outside, okay? But she was not that girl in mainstream music before Offset, okay? Cardi B from Love and Hip Hop would have never, ever, ever had the opportunity at that point in her career to be on a song like Motorsport with a group like the Migos and with an artist like Nicki Minaj if it was not for her proximity to Offset? Stop me when I'm lying, okay? We have to be very real about certain things. Also, and again, I don't know Cardi B publicly, okay? But I know New York girls, right? And as somebody who used to live on the north side of Atlanta, which is where the Migos is from, as somebody who had a Gwinnett County address, I know something about them Gwinnett County men. Okay. And I'ma tell you right here, right now. You could quote me on it, you could take it to the bank. Them Brooklyn BK girls don't normally go for them Gwinnett County men, for them Georgia country men. Cardi B to this day calls Offset a country bumpkin. That's what she thinks about him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this was an industry thing and it evolved. And I think for sure, just like in all arranged marriages and situations, you can grow to be in love with a person. You can grow to develop love for a person. But I personally don't think that if Cardi B went outside and said, yo, you could pick whatever man you want, whoever you want, and they coming home with you, boom, y'all gonna be married, y'all gonna have 3 kids. That's gonna be your husband. I don't think that Cardi B would go outside and pick Offset. I don't. And I could be 100% wrong. And if it ever comes out that Cardi be like, Offset was my dream man. I loved everything about him. I put him on my vision board. I prayed to God. I wanted a man that looked just like Offset. I would be like, oh my God, y'all, I was so wrong. I was so wrong. But as a Jersey girl herself who has lived in Georgia, I'm telling you, them two types of people don't normally gravitate to each other like that. I think that Offset would go outside and pick somebody like Cardi B every time. Why would he not? Cardi B is the prize, right? But in one of his posts, which I don't have the DMs, but he says, I don't have the screenshot, excuse me. He says, listen, you're my baby mother. I won. For him, it was all about putting notches on the belt. And I think it was just Cardi B was somebody that he tackled. That was it. I think that Cardi B was a great notch on the belt for Offset. And that is rather unfortunate. Cardi B had a recently deleted tweet. She said, you cheated on me years after years, my nigga. I'm sorry, the only difference is you got caught and I didn't. You would be even more butthurt if you knew the relationship me and Takeoff had before he passed. RIP to the only, and only is in caps, real from the group. I miss those days. I know a duck when I see a duck. And I feel like y'all know ducks when y'all see ducks too. Maybe you're not from Georgia. Maybe y'all call them lames. I don't know what you call them out there, right? But in Georgia, that they're ducks. You a duck ass nigga. You're a duck, right? You're a lame-o. Like you don't have no real business about yourself. Offset before the money gave duck. He did. He did. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did he put out hits? Yes. Are we always going to love them for ape shit? Yes, we are going to love them down. Fight Night, Hannah Montana, Dab, baby. I am a Migos girl, right? And one thing I always feel about it is when things happen in the media tribe, I can't never take your tens from you, baby. Put them up. If you earned your tens, you is gonna have to keep your tens. I cannot take them from you. When they are earned, I give them because I ain't no hater. I'm a lot of things. I am not a hater. Okay. And Migos had the formula. They had the keys. They had the bag. They knew what they was doing. Linking up Offset and Cardi B, creating what Stevie J could not create out of Jocelyn. Top 10. Top 10. Mona Scott, you did your big one. Hooking up Cardi B and Offset might have been one of the smartest things you've ever done, Miss Mona Scott. But all good things must come to an end. Listen, we have done a lot of talking. We continue to talk about it. I want to know in the chat, how are y'all feeling about the Real Housewives of it all? Where are y'all sitting with reality TV currently? We've got Married to Medicine, which is on its way back. We've got Roni Legacy, which just gave us taglines. We will get into that here in just a second. You got Jennifer Williams, who may or may not be married to her dude. You got leaked audio from Evelyn saying like she just wants Jen to be safe. Where are y'all sitting with reality television? Are you into it lately? What's the tea? I'm going to give y'all the screenshots, the taglines, and then I want to see in the chat how are y'all feeling about reality TV?
Why date their dad when you can just be mother?
In the cocktail of life, a New Yorker is never shaken nor stirred.
Just like a painting, you need a couple of looks to figure me out.
I may be hungry, but at least I'm not thirsty.
I'm not up and coming. I am already there.
Love looks good on me, but darling, what doesn't?
Not everyone can be Jenna Lyons, but they can try.
That was the current taglines for this new and upcoming season of Real Housewives of New York. Now, me personally, I am over the Bravo shows, child. It's not giving juicy like it once was. And listen, I'm not over Bravo just because Bravo and Donald over there at Bravo High, because I know y'all be watching. Y'all just like to act like you don't see me. The black girl in the robe giving y'all constant Bravo tea, because y'all know this started off as a Bravo Niche page. And I know you know because I went viral on your page and you invited me out to one event and then never did it again, but you copied the sauce. So hi, Bravo, because y'all be watching. But despite the tea, I am over the show. We've got Jerica said, listen, nah, I'm over the VH1 shows. Just VH1, or are you over Bravo too? Jenna says trash. Janae, I'm sorry, not Jenna. Jenna says trash, and it is, and it absolutely is. Timmy said, I'm over the Housewives. And this is the one that I want to touch on. Thank you, somebody, for saying it, because then I didn't have to be the one to bring it up. What exactly? And this is, I know it's going to sound like a read, but it's not. What is good about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? I watched that first episode in the tub. When I tell you perfect peak Real Housewives viewing experience, I was in the clawfoot tub. I had the bottle of wine. Yes, I did say bottle, mind your business. Hello. I had the bottle of wine. I had the bubble baths. I had the Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. If you know, you know, okay? And I found myself like, what is this? I was very unclear. I was very unclear about what I was watching. I was very unclear about the drama. I was very unclear as to why Mary keep letting that boy in her house who is married, got married up under her nose, and he don't have no job. Listen, if you got money to go to the courthouse and get ye married, you got money to buy your own food. You got money to do everything else you need to do. What am I here for if you were good and grown? You feel what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I didn't I'm sorry, I'm reading this comment. It's pronounced Yana. And she said, blame my mama. Listen, we don't have to blame nobody. One thing that y'all will get to know about me, if you are not an old school chit chatter baby, the handles, they be jumping me, okay? It is best if you tell me how you pronounce it, and then I will say it correctly, because I do believe in that. I don't like messing up nobody's names. And I think that's where it comes from. I'd be so scared to mess up the little handles and the names that I'd be like, oh my God. It wasn't giving. Look here, it says, I'm more into the live trials than the reality shows these days, baby. The trials are eating us up. Okay. And I hate to say it, but listen, I love me some YSL Woody. I love what he is out there doing on that stand. Another trial that I think is interesting, and I want to say Angela Simmons, one Jersey girl to another. Okay. I know where you be at. You know, we met each other at the spa. We seen each other. Okay. Get away. Get away from that Yo Gotti man, girl. You in danger, girl. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. I don't know what your I don't know if it's that PK energy. I don't know what this pull to the hood life is. Okay. But get out of there. Get out of there. And I wanted to tell you publicly to get out when you was walking around with the Pum purse. Clearly, it's given. And I don't want to put nothing on that Yo Gotti man over them CMG. I know like they like to hire people to get rid of people, child. But it's giving brainwash. It's giving brainwash. I don't understand how you could be a victim of and I want to watch my words because I know we live on multiple places, but of street artillery violence. You lost not just your partner, but your kid's father to the street artillery violence. The way that I would have not been you wouldn't have been able, you couldn't have waterboarded me and made me wear that pocketbook and then pointed it on stage. There was nothing fashion about that. And no matter how hard we try, okay, Angela Simmons isn't fashion. She's not fashion. So I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. It wasn't fashion, but again, like I said, it is giving brainwash. So go ahead if you can. What they say in church, have a seat if you can. If you can get up and run, girl, run. Run, because you was in danger, Molly. You was in danger, bro. They coming after you. I just I don't understand. I want to end off here, right? Because if it's one group of people that God don't play about, it's them Pisces, okay? Us Pisces, and no disrespect to the other signs out there, we are God's favorite. I ain't never, ever, 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 ever in my life seen a Pisces get played with and then end up good on the other side, okay? Naomi Campbell banned from being charity trustee after investigation of financial misconduct, okay? The model Naomi Campbell has been banned from being a charity trustee after a watchdog investigation uncovered widespread evidence of financial misconduct at the poverty relief charity she fronted for more than a decade. Campbell was disqualified for 5 years after a charity commission inquiry found Fashion for Relief passed on only a tiny fraction of the millions of dollars it raised from star-studded celebrity fashion events to a good cause. The charity spent tens of thousands of pounds on luxury hotel rooms, spa treatments, cigarettes, personal security for Miss Naomi Campbell, while unauthorized payments running into hundreds of thousands were made to one Campbell's fellow trustee, the commission said. Nearly 350,000 pounds was recovered by an investigation from the charity and paid to Save the Children and the Mayor Fund of London, which reported Fashion for Relief to the regulation 4 years ago after fundraising partnerships went sour. Look at that. I didn't hear that about Naomi, but it's good and is. We have more to read, okay? Campbell's fellow trustee, Bianca, that's Bianca with a K, Helmich, who the inquiry found received 290,000 pounds in unauthorized expense payments from the charity for over a 2-year period, was disqualified from being a charity trustee for 9 years. Okay, so Bianca got kicked out for 9 years. Naomi Campbell only got 5. A third trustee, Veronica Chu, was banned for 4 years. So Veronica was banned for 4. Bianca was banned for 9, and Miss Naomi Campbell was banned for 5. And this is what I'm talking about. Listen, and I know I have been a big advocate for let's stop getting the famous people on the Real Housewives, but let's go ahead and get this stuff popping. Why would we be looking at Dorit's fake break-in when stuff like this exists? Get her on Beverly Hills, okay? The inquiry report uncovered a history of shambolic. Okay, they was mad. They was using some words. Financial management and chaotic record keeping at the charity, which was finally wound up in March. The charity commission's assistant director for specialist investigations and standards, Tim Hopkins, that's the title. Tim Hopkins said trustees are legally required to make decisions that are in their charity's best interest and to comply with the legal duties. That didn't happen. Child, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Cat Williams said that it was all coming down. Okay. No Selena Johnson. He said it, and I fear he didn't lie. I fear he ate us up because the way that these stars is falling. And I want to say this, child, please. Go out there and touch you some grass. You got to stop idolizing these people. You got to stop idolizing these people. Number one, because they are just people. Number two, well, because look at what's happening. You know, like it's all going down. It's all crumbling. It ain't gonna be no Hollywood. It ain't gonna be no celebrities by 2025. It's not going to be. Before we get up out of here, amen. Was there anything that y'all wanted to chit chat about that we did not get a chance to chit chat about? Anybody's business that you wanted to be in before we get on out of here? Because we are getting ready to get up out of here. We are trying to do hot topics at 1 p.m. on the weekdays because there is just so much going on. I do want to say before we get up out of here that according to Cardi B 16 minutes ago, that tweet that I just read you about her relationship with Takeoff was fake. And I did not say that to you guys, but I was thinking out of all the respect that Cardi B had for Takeoff, I don't think that that's how she would have went about handling that situation. So Cardi B says in a quote that this is fake and weird AF. Okay. I didn't get a chance to tell you that when I read it that I did think that it was fake, but that was my thought. Oh yeah. Listen, Julie and Todd, they gonna have to sit in there. They gonna have to sit in there. Lord, I was hoping it was fake. I thought it was fake, which is why sometimes I like when I want to talk about something and I don't really believe in its validity, sometimes I don't give it the opportunity to get airtime, you know. Unless it's something like this. Because, Corey, what you doing in that picture? Y'all, thank you for being here, chit-chatting and breaking down the hot topics. We had so much to cover. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be back here same time, same place tomorrow, 1 p.m., breaking down hot topics live. You could have been anywhere on the internet, but you were here chit-chatting with me, and that is appreciated. Bye.